So I'm a research scientist at Wilder Research. Essentially, we work with organizations and state agencies and other government agencies and foundations to measure impact and to answer questions with information and data. Sometimes it'll be digging deeper into an assessment of what a community looks like. Do you know who's living in your community, what the breakdown is demographically, socioeconomically? So answering questions that organizations have so that they can do their work better. Being a part of an organization whose mission is about providing those spaces and those learning opportunities to pull different types of people together around really important issues, and to get to do that, and having a background in the nonprofit field, and also having kind of a pulse on data and context for Minnesota is really exciting. I was excited to be a part of this team, and also it's such a diverse group of folks on staff and on board, and who are just partners with the organization. So it's been really great. My heart is always in the nonprofit field. We often work across nonprofits and for-profits and government entities, but that's where I got my start. That's where I still work. And so bringing, that experience of being on the ground, working in a nonprofit, I think hopefully is useful. And then, I am a data nerd. I love it. I live and breathe it every day. And I think that can be helpful too, as a part of a larger group, to bring that nerdiness, the love of numbers, and of stories, because stories are data points too, and really important. This one client we used to work with used to say, no stories without data, no data without stories. I think about that in terms of making our communities a better place for everyone, right? Making our communities healthier, having more opportunities, and providing spaces so that that thinking and that planning and those sort of energies can come together. I think homelessness is a huge one for me. We do a triennial homeless study every 3 years across the state of Minnesota and across several of the Native nations that are in Minnesota. And especially given that a lot of the homeless in Minnesota are families, stable and safe housing is just so important, as well as supporting caregivers, and not just parents, but also during COVID and even before, making sure that those that are taking care of people who are sick or aging, that they have support. So I don't know if it's a game. I think it's just sledding in general, or tubing, and which is new to me. I'm not from Minnesota, so I never tubed before, but we went this past winter at night, and it was so much fun. I don't know that I've laughed that much in so long. I mean, we all had fun. I did that as a kid, didn't do it for a long time, and then to get to do it again and then see your kids experience it for the first time is just magical. I love to run. I like to run on trails in particular. Minnesota has so many trails, even here in the metro area. And I love going for hikes in general. Minnesota is just a great place to hike and run, and do that with our family too. I could meet anyone. I would meet all of my ancestors. I would love to know and talk with my great-grandparents, their parents, to get to talk and see and hear why people moved and when, and everything they went through. I think would be so cool. I always have like a couple sets of books, like ones that are a little bit more kind of heady, a little more intense reads. And then I've really gotten into having like more like cabin books or airport books alongside those. And I feel like my stacks have changed in their height during pandemic, where I've got way more like airport books, or books that just take you to a different place or just a different time. You can just step into a different reality for at least, a little bit. It's been a really helpful thing for me.